Host on camera, Apple's doing it again. And this time, it might actually spark controversy. A new leak straight from the supply chain has just spilled the beans on the iPhone 17 Air. And let's just say, it's raising eyebrows. We now know that the upcoming iPhone 17 Air will be just 5.5 millimeter thick. Yes, thinner than most credit cards. But here's where things get wild. That slim profile comes at a cost: the battery. According to the leak, the iPhone 17 Air will pack a 2,800 mAh battery. That's significantly smaller than the 3,900 mAh battery in the Samsung Galaxy S25 Edge, a phone with nearly identical dimensions. Some call it a bold design choice. Others call it a crime against 2025 standards. But there's more. The iPhone 17 Air is also said to weigh only 145 grams, making it lighter than the Galaxy S25 Edge, despite having a bigger screen. Impressive? Maybe. But it also fuels a wave of speculation. One theory that's floating around the community: Apple is intentionally keeping the battery small to sell more of those high-margin MagSafe battery packs. But hold on, there's another side to the story. According to sources close to Bloomberg, Apple is working on a game-changing AI-powered battery-saving feature, launching with iOS 19. The idea? Use artificial intelligence to understand your personal usage habits and then optimize background processes in real time to save power. This isn't your average battery saver. Apple is reportedly training the AI on a massive dataset collected from real-world iPhone usage, giving it a head start before it ever lands in your hands. Over time, the system will learn how you use your phone, adjusting background activity, app behavior, and power draw based on patterns like time of day and location. Now, yes, Android OEMs have had similar battery optimization features for years. But Apple's twist? It's the first to bring real-time AI learning into the mix, backed by years of usage data from millions of users. So, is Apple shrinking the battery because it can rely on smarter software? Or is this just a clever distraction from the reality of a small cell? According to reliable leaker Majin Buu, Apple is ditching the familiar camera module of the iPhone 16 Pro and moving forward with a completely redesigned system that's not only tighter and more compact, but likely powered by cutting-edge sensor technology. Visually, the camera island has undergone a sleek makeover. It's cleaner, more refined, and clearly crafted to blend performance with premium aesthetics. This bold leap forward poses a major question for Apple fans. Stick with the familiar look of the iPhone 16 Pro or embrace the modern redesign of the iPhone 17 Pro? Adding fuel to the anticipation is the rumored iPhone 17 Air, Apple's ultra-thin model that's set to replace the iPhone Plus series. While some speculated it might borrow design cues from the Google Pixel, sources insist this is Apple doing its own thing. And it's turning heads. A newly surfaced video shared by X-user @LuoScoreRoy8 appears to show the iPhone 17 Pro Max case fitted onto a dummy unit, giving us our clearest look yet. The classic triangular camera layout remains, but now it spreads across a bold, full-width camera bar that dominates the back of the phone. The resulting bump is so massive, it practically demands attention. Case manufacturers aren't waiting around. They've already begun crafting prototypes featuring larger cutouts and even dual segment designs to accommodate a shifted LiDAR scanner, flash, and microphone, all now pushed toward the edges. Apple reportedly had no choice in this redesign. The new 48-megapixel telephoto lens is so large that it had to be rotated, forcing all other components to reposition. Internally, there's even more to get excited about. While early reports suggested the iPhone 17 Pro would be powered by next-G 3nm chips, newer leaks indicate that Apple may be fine-tuning the chip design further for even better efficiency and performance. Titanium might be on the way out, replaced with lightweight aluminum frames for a different in-hand feel. Every model in the lineup will ship with iOS 19, expected to bring new features along with Apple's signature polish. Due to a trade exemption stemming from decisions made by former President Donald Trump, iPhones may escape some of the harsher tariffs, at least temporarily, keeping them within reach for more buyers. This year's lineup will include 4 models: the iPhone 17, iPhone 17 Air, iPhone 17 Pro, and iPhone 17 Pro Max. The Air model in particular could steal the spotlight. Set to be the thinnest iPhone Apple has ever produced, between 5 and 6.25 millimeters, it will feature a spacious 6.6-inch display, comfortably between the base model's 6.3 inches and the Pro Max's 6.9 inches. It's designed for those who love big screens but hate bulky phones. Apple is also finally expected to deliver what many users have been asking for: 120Hz ProMotion displays across the entire lineup, along with always-on display functionality and a new anti-reflective coating that boosts sunlight visibility and scratch resistance. While the base iPhone 17 may retain the familiar iPhone 16 look with USB-C and an action button, it's also expected to sport a new matte finish for better grip and fewer fingerprints. The real design revolution, however, is happening in the Pro models. Apple is reportedly replacing the classic square camera bump with a full-width aluminum camera bar that not only modernizes the look, but may also help with heat dissipation and balance in hand. Under the hood, the iPhone 17 and 17 Air will feature Apple's new A19 chip, while the Pro and Pro Max will receive the more powerful A19 Pro, delivering major advances in AI performance, thermal efficiency, and multitasking. RAM is also getting a boost: 8 gigabits in standard models and a massive 12 gigabits in the Pro versions. Photography is taking a giant leap forward. All iPhone 17 models will include a 24-megapixel front-facing camera, doubling the current resolution for sharper selfies and FaceTime calls. The iPhone 17 will stick with a dual rear camera, while the Air will offer a single but high-performance 48-megapixel sensor. The Pro and Pro Max will go all in with a triple 48-megapixel system covering wide, ultra-wide, and telephoto. The Pro Max could even introduce 8K video recording and an 85mm portrait lens for incredible depth and realism. While the optical zoom might drop slightly to 3.5x, Apple is expected to make up for it with up to 7x lossless digital zoom through in-sensor cropping. According to Bloomberg's Mark Gurman, Apple is aiming to make the iPhone 17 Pro series a true professional-grade tool for photographers and videographers. Charging speeds are also getting a bump, with the new iPhones expected to support up to 35 watts wired charging, up from the previous 30 watts. Battery capacities haven't been confirmed, but with higher resolution screens and advanced internals, larger batteries are expected. Pricing remains uncertain. While recent announcements from U.S. Customs temporarily paused some harsh tariffs, other countries are still facing increases, and the situation is fluid. Tariffs on Chinese imports in particular remain a significant wild card. Tech analyst Avi Greengart captured the mood perfectly. The only thing consistent about tariffs right now is their unpredictability. With China being singled out, Apple's deeply rooted supply chains could feel the heat, and prices could reflect that by fall. Still, despite pricing concerns and shifting global trade dynamics, the iPhone 17 series is shaping up to be one of the most exciting upgrades in recent memory. Apple isn't just refreshing its lineup, it's reimagining it. From bold new designs and smarter chips to stunning cameras and smoother displays, this could be the iPhone lineup that sets the standard for the second half of the decade. September can't come soon enough.